Hello everyone. So this is going to be my next installment in At a Glance, which are kind of just like I guess readings in a more condensed and shortened version. I felt like this because of this medium it'd be better and more honest of me to give readings that are shorter and more concise and give like pinpointed things that I can sort of see, or pinpointed generalizations, which kind of sounds like an oxymoron, just because I feel like on this format that's better. For private readings, I can be very specific and do lots of pull cards. I can like go on for hours literally. But I felt like for this format, at a glance reading was much better, or at least more honest on my end, I guess. Anyway, so we have pile number one, pile number two, pile number three, and pile number four. And again, this is what this person's intentions are towards you. So I guess a clarifier there too. Intentions are what they intend to do, not what they will do. I prefer doing intentions because free will is existent. So I just like to, I guess, know what they're feeling in that moment. Perhaps maybe not so much what they're going to do. So just like um, what is the word for it? Disclaimer. There you go. So yeah, pile number one, pile number two, pile number three, and pile number four. Take your time choosing which pile works. If you'd like, you can pull more than one, depending. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, pile number one. This is your spread. There are a lot of interesting things going on here. So I guess I kind of want to start this with your affirmation. Progress is progress, no matter how small. And I think that kind of goes well with this because we have the Six of Cups in reverse with the Hermit card. So I don't know if you've known this person for a while or if you're not in connection with this person, especially because we have the Ten of Swords here, and then we have the Hermit card, which talks about, as you can see, like this person is going back into the wilderness to kind of figure out what's going on. So to me, this is probably someone you're not really in contact with. Then we have the Magician here, which talks about generative forces being halted or like stunted for some reason. And the cards are kind of indicating that you already sort of know where this is going to go or like how this is going to go. And from what I'm getting from the cards, let's go against the norm. I want us to be together, even if it means breaking a few social rules. That's their intention, or that those are their intentions towards you, which with this combination kind of makes me think that something about your guys' connection is not Hierophant worthy, I guess, if that makes any sense. I say Hierophant because in the tarot, the Hierophant talks about traditional values. It talks about, you know, how things have been, the status quo. This is very like High Priestess, sort of like the High Priestess is the counterpart of the Hierophant. This is very Fool energy, you know, going into the unknown sort of scenario. And as it pertains to what they're thinking about you or what they're feeling for you, I think they're just stuck. Right now, they're in this like broken-hearted energy. They're like trying to figure out what's going on with themselves. They want to be with you. Their intention is to come towards you and be with you. But there are some major blocks here. And from the looks of it, it seems to be external, which is sad, you know. The affirmation is progress, no matter how small. So perhaps they will reach back out to you and they'll be like, yo, can we just talk about this again? And if that's something that you're interested in, you know, entertaining, then I definitely think that's valid. But there just seems to be so many blocks here. And the cards are indicating you already know. Like, you already know the answer you seek. You're already aware of how this is going to end. Yeah, so that's your message at a glance, their intentions at a glance, your situation at a glance. I hope this was helpful, pile number one. Hello, 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 pile number two. So starting off, I wanted to go with your affirmation. Trying your best is all that matters. The rest will fall into place. Honestly, looking at this, it's kind of reminiscent of the first pile in a lot of ways. So just starting off, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Coins in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Star in reverse. And what these tarot cards kind of tell me is that, well, especially when it comes with this, like, I'm removing toxic relationships out of my life to be with you. It seems that people feel that one party is taking advantage of the other party. And this is an external thing. Of course, this isn't like what the two people inside of the thing feel. It makes me wonder if perhaps the feminine either wants this person to be making a lot more money than they are, wants them to be working more than they are, or conversely, doesn't have a lot of money themselves. And that's why people outside of this scenario are like, this isn't a good relationship. Either way, there's definitely like class differences that are playing a part here. And whatever has happened has made this connection feel hopeless, which is never good. We never want that. On the bright side, it seems like this person's intentions currently are to clear out the people who are making this relationship feel toxic to them. They're getting rid of the people who are there. We have mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. So this almost feels karmic to me because there just seems to be so much about learning here about like how important I should say monetary things are to you, like how important money is to you and how important money is to this connection, or maybe status. And I mean, there is some truth to money can't buy happiness, but there's also truth to like, if you're not able to eat, you're likely not happy either. So there needs to be like a balance, as in all things. Either way, this person seems to be trying their best, and you seem to be trying your best. Trying your best is all that matters. The rest will fall into place. It just feels like one party has a lot of financial power, or wants the other party to have a lot of financial power, and that's what's causing this issue. Money really is what it's coming down to. But we have this Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse again speaks to someone who's releasing this need for monetary value, who's releasing this need for money. The hoarder is giving, you know what I'm saying? So as it pertains to their intentions right now, they're just trying to like clean their own backyard before they can invite you over. Like they want to make sure their house is spick and span before they're wanting to go into this again, because right now they're feeling very hopeless about the situation. I don't know if some words were said between the two of you with this like Nine of Cups reverse scenario. But either way, this pressure seems to be money related, really. This just seems to be down to like money or status or like cars or something like that. It's the physical realm, the earthly realms. And it's like bleeding into everything else. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happens. The society we live in, because money isn't everything, but it is important. So yeah, that's what I have for the at a glance. I guess the at a glance, I should say, look into their intentions and the situation as a whole. Alrighty, I hope this helped, pile number 2. Hello, pile number 3. So this is going to be an at a glance look at the intentions of the person that you're thinking of and the situation as a whole. So I'm starting these all off with like an affirmation, because I know that this is going to be like a sensitive topic, and I think that this is helpful. You are important, you matter, 100% true, 100% of the time. So yeah, starting off with that. Let's see what we've got here. So your tarot cards are the Chariot upright, the Three of Pentacles upright, the Page of Swords upright, and the Lovers reversed. The Lovers reversed is honestly the only one that's like confusing to me here. Judging from what I'm getting, this seems to be like a burgeoning relationship. Like, I don't know how long you guys have been talking, but this feels like something that it's new. This is something that is, you're entering into, not so much have been in. And with the Page of Swords, this kind of like, I guess accents the let's go out for a drink, careful not to have regrets the next morning. So the Page of Swords talks about someone who's really easygoing. As you can tell, this guy is just kind of like smelling the flowers. He has hummingbirds on his shoulders. He's just living his best life. He's enjoying himself. And I think that's kind of the vibe that this person is going into this for. On your end, I think you might be wanting a more serious commitment, is the vibe with this like relationship can stand the test of time, and this Lover's reverse. I think I'm almost getting that, and I don't think this person is in that space. They want to work with you. With this Three of Pentacles, I don't know if you know them from work, that could also indicate that. And they do want to move forward with this Chariot, but there are some like barriers. The Chariot card represents forward movement, but at a cost almost. So I would say that their like intentions right now are probably just to ask you on a date, have like a good time, have some fun, maybe not have a good time, maybe not stick along for a long time, but they're willing to work with you. Like with this Three of Pentacles, like they're willing to work on things, they're willing to talk to things, but it's like it's burgeoning. We're at the page, you know. We haven't hit the Knight, we haven't hit the Queen, we haven't hit the King. We're just at the page, we're at the beginning of things where ideas are sprouting. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try to ask you out on a date. I don't know how things are depending on when you see this, because this is timeless. I don't know what COVID restrictions will be for you, but yeah, I would say that they're definitely interested. I just don't know if they're interested in the long haul, but I don't think that should affect your self-esteem, which is kind of what this is giving me. Like, you are important, you matter. Just because this person may not be here for like want to stay here for like a super duper long, uber long time, doesn't mean that you're not worthy of someone who's like interested in that. And it doesn't mean that you're not worthy, just point blank period. So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number 3. This is a pretty fast one comparison to pile number 2. So hello, pile number 4. So this is going to be your guys' reading. I've been starting off with affirmations, and I think this one is very, very cute. Stop calling yourself garbage. You're a blueberry fairy princess. You are amazing. Very true. Don't need to see it to believe it. And your cards are, or your tarot cards, I should say, are the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, lots of Wands energy here, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Intentions, I don't want to wait anymore. I want to take it to the next level. Clarifying, twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. All right, where to begin? So I'm seeing this person wanting to take this to victory. We have the 6 of Wands here upright. That's someone who wants to, like, you know, they want to get things going. And we have the 7 of Wands, which is a little interesting because the 7 of Wands generally talks about being from an upper position or like being from a higher position and having people wanting to like push you off your hill, and like the stereotypical Rider-Waite deck, you generally have like someone on top of a hill with a stick and then other people trying to come up and they're like beating them off, kind of, which is interesting because we also have this 2 of Wands energy. Excuse me. We have this 2 of Wands energy. And the 2 of Wands kind of talks about expansion and creativity generally. The 3 of Wands is more like career. 2 of Wands is more creativity. The idea is also that one has not set off yet. They haven't actually made the move. They're still waiting for that 3 of Wands moment to receive what they've already done. And then we have this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This can talk about someone who's a little unsteady. This can talk about someone who's financially unstable. This can talk about someone who is moving too quickly for themselves. And I'm kind of thinking that this is where that's falling into with, I don't want to wait anymore. I want to take this to the next level. I think this person is trying to force things quickly. They want their victory moment. They're going to fight everyone that they can to get to this moment. But because the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse and we don't have the 8 of Wands, or not 8 of, yeah, the 8 of Wands would be good too. But we don't have like the 8 of Wands, or we don't have the Knight of Wands. This kind of tells me they're going to stumble a bit. Their intentions are, you know, wanting to take this to the next level. They're going to want this to be a good thing. But my wonder is if this is coming from a place that's truly a want for connection rather than a want for validation. Because generally in twin flames, you mirror each other. And if this is the specific validation that you needed for this, this could imply that your partner is also someone who's suffering from low self-esteem, and they're seeing this connection as a way to elevate themselves, a way to gain a foothold, to defend themselves from other parties that may not be good for them, to have a victory moment. So I think that's something to worry about, you know. Trauma bonding is a thing. I don't know how you feel about it, but it's usually not the healthiest of ways to like fall into a relationship, generally speaking. So that's kind of what I have for you. as it pertains to this person is definitely super duper interested. This is a twin flame connection, so you guys can stay together, you guys can burn apart. It really just depends on like what your journey is going to be. And they're super duper interested for sure. It's just they're not going to do it well. I guess they're unpracticed. They're just going to try to force things as quickly as possible, and it's just, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of missteps just from these cards. It feels very unpracticed, and when you're like super hungry and you run to do something and you like go out to get groceries or whatever and you buy the whole store because you're starving. It's very that energy. It's like he's going to want to buy all of you. Bad analogy. You're not a product, but you get what I mean. He's like, I don't know, they're just gonna, or she or they, I should say, they're just gonna like rush in with really no, I guess, thought to like ramifications that could happen. This could also push other people around you in a bad way, like with the 7 of Wands. That could actually be indicating that other people are like spiced about this. They're like, you guys are moving too fast or whatever. But yeah, either way, I see him or her or them wanting, to forward this connection, wanting this to be good, wanting this to be fun, wanting this to be fun, fresh, and exciting, that beautiful jazz. So that's what I have for you, pile number 4. I hope this was helpful.